Fiction is taking over from reality when reason sleeps.
You rat-catcher, will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives, that I mean to make bold withal, and as you shall use me hereafter, do I beat the rest of the 8. You pluck your sword from his pilcher with the ears. Yes. Less mind be about your ears, RTE.
I have been you, gentlemen. Use your put thy rapier up. Answer your passado. Straw, Benvolio! Eat down their weapons! Gentlemen, for shame! Forbear this outrage! Tybalt, Mercutio, the prince expressly hath forbid this bandying in Verona's streets. Oh, Tybalt! Oh, Mercutio! I am hurt! Plague on both your houses, I am sped! Is he gone, and hath nothing?
What art thou hurt?
Way, a scratch, a scratch. Mallet is enough.
Where is my page?
Go, villain, fetch a surgeon.
Courage, man. The hurt cannot be much. No. 'Tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door. But 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow.
It was the kind of thing you never forget. Bentinck was electric that night. I can't even remember now who was playing Romeo. Mercutio was our man. Immediately afterwards, I had myself enrolled for fencing lessons. Bentinck had quite convinced me that to be a good actor, you had to be a master of swordplay. I could still write my name with the end of a blade.
Yes, I can see your Giuseppe as a kind of Mercutio. A little older, perhaps.
The steely eye of the swordsman. Brave, sad, world-weary. That was the starting point for my play. Whenever I tried to visualize the lead part, it was always Bentinck's face which sprang to mind.
Celia, darling, we were beginning to give up hope.
I'm sorry I'm late. Rehearsals. Well, where shall we start? God, I should be glad to work on a new play for a change. It's a beautiful play, Howard, your swordsman. I'm thrilled that you should want me to direct it, if a little puzzled.
Howard was making the point that what we need for the main part is a new James Bentinck.
Bentinck? That's a name from the past.
Michael has missed my point, as it happens. I don't want a new James Bentinck. I want the James Bentinck. That's your man.
But, darling, these magazines are 15 years old. I'm not sure he isn't dead. He certainly isn't acting anymore.
I think Celia has some other names to put forward. In any case, it's really her choice.
I thought you would have jumped at it, both of you. A great coup. James Bentinck returns to the stage.
After 15 years of silence. Dangerous.
Well, you let me find him for you, and then we decide.
I'll give you 2 weeks.
2 weeks. The word will go out. No stone unturned. You see if I'm not right.
So, tell me, why did you want me to direct your play?
As an honored colleague. The swordsman is vitally important to me, and I wanted you to handle it because I trust you. It could be good for both of us.
It's very flattering. But is it the only reason?
No.
At least you're honest.
It just seemed fortuitous that our paths should cross again.
Nothing is quite coincidental where you're concerned.
I don't like loose ends.
And Bentinck?
Bentinck is an unfinished chapter in my life. The great actor whose career suddenly halted in midstream. His story fascinates me. I won't be satisfied until I've written it down.
But you must allow there may be other actors.
I see you have someone else in mind.
And if I do?
Trust me, we are going to make a success of this one.
Bentinck went and buried himself in the wilds. I think it was Scotland or Perthshire. I can't be sure. You'd do best to look elsewhere. Oh, there's no one.
There was a time when you worked with him quite a lot. I found several programs. James Bentinck in a David Tilver production of whatever.
I was the last director he ever worked with.
Yes, I know.
And the last he will.
Did you try to work again after?
I think he intended to.
But didn't?
Not that I know.
Didn't or couldn't?
He's the kind of man who makes enemies.
What enemies?
Real or imaginary. Who knows, dear boy? But by God, he deserved them.
He left under a cloud?
Voluntarily. Quite without warning, in fact. He insisted he'd seen the prince's man in the audience and refused to go on for curtain calls. Great consternation, as you can imagine. Look, I've got a meeting in 10 minutes. There's nothing more I can tell you. My advice is forget it.
Thanks, David.
Good luck with the play, by the way. You're in good hands with Celia Dunbar.
Make me wait another week. It's over a month now. As far as I'm concerned, the play is cast.
Be fair. I'm within an ace. I'm sure the sodding cast can wait another week.
Just no idea that actors have feelings. Oh, Christ, Howard. All of your own personal whim.
It's not a whim.
So how long am I supposed to wait for James bloody Bentinck? He may have been a great actor once, but now he's a paranoid recluse. And meanwhile, you're forcing me to back down on commitments left, right, and center.
You shouldn't commit yourself before you're ready.
Before I'm ready? Do you know that Michael wants to scrap the play altogether?
Michael does.
Just spent 2 hours talking him round. There's something else he wants me to direct.
He obviously thinks highly of you.
Michael agrees with me. Martin will be excellent in the part.
Ah, yes, Martin.
He can't control everything.
Look, Celia, I know you'll do a good job, even without James Bentinck, but...
Great. I've scheduled a read-through for Tuesday. You come along? I'm sure when you see Martin...
I always keep an open mind. Gentlemen, for shame, forbear this outrage. Tybalt, Mercutio. The Prince expressly hath forbid this banding in Verona streets. Prince of Verona. Prince of Darkness.
There's a letter for you. On Her Majesty's, I'm afraid. Where is he? Where have you put him? Where have you put him? Is he in the cupboard? Under the desk? How come you're getting his mail now?
It's all right, I know about it.
You've never betrayed him to the inland revenue.
We note you have changed your address from Kinloch Rannoch. Now, if you want to find your man, get the best detective agency in the land, the Inland Revenue. They may be slow, but they're thorough.
See you Tuesday, then.
Yes. See you.
You just have no idea that actors have feelings.
Ah, good king of cats. I want nothing but one of your 9 lives, and that I mean to make bold withal.
What do you want?
I'm looking for James Bentinck.
Yes, I'm James Bentinck.
Hello. My name is Howard Murray. I'm a playwright.
What's that got to do with me?
I've always wanted to meet you. When I was a boy, I saw you as Mercutio.
Most people did, who saw me at all.
May I come in?
I'm just out to feed the chickens. Come with me. I do read the papers from time to time. Yours is not a name I recognize. No doubt I will.
You still keep an eye on the theatre world?
Not a great deal. Don't have the time for it.
Surely there's time for everything out here.
Oh, too much time. Too little.
It's a hard life.
The night reaches this little hollow sooner than anywhere else in the land.
Feels a bit like the end of the world.
It is.
Now, I want you to answer me a question. Why do you think you've come all this way to see me? I know what I think.
It's in connection with the new play which I've written.
You see, I have already decided that you are the person I have been waiting for. Can you explain that?
No, I can't explain that.
What is a clear pattern to one person is a mystery to another.
I was hoping to persuade you to take the lead in my play. The part is perfect for you.
Indeed, it's very kind, but it's inconceivable. I retired.
Oh.
Several years ago, and there are other reasons.
I think you should read it.
I'm flattered, but I'd be wasting your time.
It's a great disappointment. I was quite convinced that you were the only man for the job. The swordsman in my play is so exactly as Mercutio might have been. Had he survived his wound?
But he didn't, did he?
What fascinates me, though, are patterns. As a playwright, you must know what I mean. It's what you're about, isn't it? Finding patterns in events.
Yes, very much so.
If you had written about our meeting in a play, it would not have been quite so random, would it?
It would have had at least two meanings.
From your point of view, it may seem a failure. From mine, it's very opportune.
In what way? Are you expecting someone else?
You see, I'm not the man I was, frankly. I need your help. You've come at the right time. And
I can help you in any way. I'd be glad to. Particularly if it were to persuade you to change your mind.
I want you to stay a couple of nights.
I'm afraid that's impossible. I have to be at rehearsals tomorrow.
Impossible. Or merely difficult.
There are certain commitments.
If nothing else, I am good material. I've been noticing how you've been watching me as if I were imaginary. Is this the real James Bentinck you're thinking? Did I read you right? This old discarded husk of an actor?
No, you're quite wrong.
You should feel what it is to be an actor once in a while. The general should visit the wounded.
But you've given up being an actor.
Perhaps.
All right, I'll stay 2 days, but no longer. Now, tell me what you want me to do.
You have to be prepared for the fact that I am a sick man. I suffer from a certain kind of epilepsy. Do you know how to handle an epileptic?
No. But perhaps you can teach me.
I am involved in a life and death struggle, Mr. Murray. The pressure is more than one man can bear. That is why I need your help.
Hi, Celia, darling. Look, I'm sorry about the rehearsals. Yes, I will, I promise. The thing is, I found our man. James Bentinck. A tiny cottage in the wilds, done up like a theatrical museum. I know I can't. I'm not. No, he hasn't agreed, but I'm working on it. The man's either a genius or a madman. No, I do care. Look, I'm catching the last train on Thursday, arriving at 9:30. Bentinck will be with me, I promise. Oh, see me, please. Look, it matters to me. You matter to me. I've got enough extra food. And some other things I'll need.
Did you see anyone out on the moor?
Not on the moor, no.
But you did check. There was no one followed you.
Is this the other man you're expecting? The uninvited guest?
He's very close. I've trained my ear to detect any unusual sound, even in a wind like today.
I believe what I see. No one followed me here. There's nowhere to hide on the moor. No one even saw me setting out for here.
The secret of acting is belief. The audience knows at once whether the eyes of an actor are inhabited. How can be? If you look in my eye, you will see Hotspur, Ariel, Lear's Fool, Puck, Mercutio, all living there. If the conviction falters even for a moment, the magic has gone. That was the trouble with Sean Carrick. You could never be sure of him. I've no time for posturing.
But I always remember your danger, your volatility, your mastery of the sword, for instance.
There is no point in half measures. I would live my parts for weeks on end, take the theatre out into life. A well-written play sets up echoes which extend far beyond the stage. I first realized this when I saw Cordelia.
You did what?
I was fresh out of drama school, and then I was playing the fool in King Lear at a small provincial theatre. Now, as you know, the fool never meets Lear's faithful daughter Cordelia on the stage. But in the town, I saw her. Everything about her told me she was Cordelia. I followed her to the hills. I watched her. I communed with her. I fell in love with her. Poor fool.
You've never really left the theatre. Why did you give up acting?
I was banished. Banished. I broke the pattern set for me. Banishment was the judgment which Aeschylus, Prince of Verona, passed upon the slayer of Tybalt.
Romeo, surely.
This is the sword that I used when I played Mercutio. I still prefer the real thing to those silly props the costume designers always want.
I'm for you, gentle Mercutio, but I rape you up.
We were working at a small theatre in Bucharest, in the British Council. Sean Carrick was playing Tybalt.
Drop and Romeo! Beat down their weapons! Gentlemen, for shame! Forbear this! Gentlemen, the Prince expressly admirable!
It was Tybalt I killed, but it was Sean Carrick who died.
And what happened? When Sean Carrick was killed, what happened then?
It was hushed up. The company, the Romanian authorities, everybody agreed that Tybalt had fallen upon his own sword. It was a lie. It was a fair duel, and I was the better swordsman always.
I'm sure it was an accident.
No. At the time it was happening, I wanted to kill Tybalt. An accident would have been forgiven.
Was it not forgiven?
No, we were both victims, he and I. I did not attend the funeral.
You acted the part again?
A few times. I waited for the Prince of Verona to make his move. I was fascinated to see what form his justice would take.
You are talking about a character in a play.
If only that. Then how did he send his horsemen searching for me all these years.
That's in your imagination.
I hear him. Always in summer. But I think that's because in winter the snow muffles the sound of his hoofbeats.
Do you ever see anything?
No. He always comes at night. I hear him circling around. Perhaps he hasn't seen me down here in the hollow. But he keeps searching.
Well, are you going to lie there all day? I think you want to die. You're scaring yourself to death. Will that satisfy your conscience?
No. You are dying.
You will die. Believe me, it can happen. Maybe that's what you wanted me here for. Somebody to dig a cheap grave.
It doesn't matter. You don't believe me. I thought you would believe me.
What in hell is the point of believing that you're going to die? Look, if you believe in this horseman, then go out and call his number. I'm sure if you faced up to him for so much as a second, he'd vanish.
Not me. Mercutio must face the horseman. The flame of Mercutio in me has gone out.
Isn't that the point? You said it was Tybalt you killed. Okay, but Tybalt would never fight a duel with James Bentinck. Tybalt has no quarrel with James Bentinck, and the Prince of Verona doesn't even know your name. The horseman is not looking for James Bentinck. He is looking for Mercutio.
Then why does he come here?
With a host of furious fancies, whereof I am commander, with a burning spear and a horse of air, to the wilderness I wander. By a night of ghosts and shadows, I summon down to tourney. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
Come, sir, your passado! Horsemen! Horsemen of the Prince! Here is Mercutio!
Morning.
Morning, Howard. Breakfast will soon be ready.
Will you excuse me for a moment? I won't be long.
I've been having a read of your play. It's really very good. It's very good indeed. Thank you. In fact, I was wondering if you would mind if I reconsidered your offer.
Not in the least. That's excellent.
You see, I have buried myself away long enough. It is about time I went out and faced the world.
I wondered at the new clothes.
I thought we could travel down together.
Oh, well, I'll have to contact Celia, the director. It means that she'll have to change her plans slightly, but I'm sure she'll be delighted.
Celia, who is it?
Celia Dunbar.
Celia Dunbar? Is she directing now? Good heavens. I knew Celia when she was a girl. ASM in Liverpool.
She's come on apace.
Damn, I've left the toast on.
I'll get it.
See, you were touched.
Oh, it's nothing. Scratch. I'm fine.
James. You ready?
Just a second!
You were hardly more than a bairn when I last saw you, but I knew you would succeed.
I must say, I never thought.
So, how are things going your end?
Excellent. The first rehearsals were great. Howard Murray's written an excellent play, Mr. Bentinck. I'm sure you'll like it.
You're in rehearsal already? Howard didn't say.
Just a couple of run-throughs to see how it reads. But they went very well. We had David Tilver ringing up yesterday to wish us luck.
My dear Howard, Celia, I know you won't thank me for this, particularly as I have reason to be so grateful to you both, but I feel I need a little time to acclimatize. And since you are already in rehearsal...
Did I say something wrong?
No, nothing at all. It's just that I was thinking on the train, I don't think it would be right for me to take a part that smacks of Mercutio. And there must be other people.
Well, of course, Martin Lover did an excellent reading of the part. Do you know him?
Slightly. One of the brighter new comets. Better him than me.
Is that your last word?
I'm afraid so. But I shall be with you in spirit, and I shall keep a close eye on the production. I shall be staying at the Kingsway. Bye. Good luck.
I mean no offense.
Enrico's dead now. Yes? Enrico's dead now. I meant him no offense when we met among the oranges. I was simply the better swordsman.
That was years ago.
There were nights in Verona when we would have fought the stars. All dead now. You'd never understand. If I could, I'd lift them from the ground and carry them back with my bare hands.
It's your problem. You survived. You'll never be the man you were.
Don't make me.
I found out your weakness. Margareta told me you still have the scar. You're as guilty as hell. Guilt has made you a cripple.
Turn around, sir!
Time has passed you by, Giuseppe. There's no more honor in that sharp tongue of yours. People will take you for a murderer. Now put it down.
It's the times that are without honor. Get out, you fashionable coward. Get out.
That's what you need. That's the energy you need at the last line. Carry it right through. It was good. It's a turning point. It's the first time he realizes he can't win every battle. Do it again. Well, Howard, what do you think? Is it as you imagined?
But I still have some doubts about the writing.
Unlike you.
I must say, Martin is really quite good.
Oh, thanks.
Look, are you all right?
You've been looking very pale.
I have this pain in my arm. I must have caught some sort of a chill when I was at Bentinck's cottage. Slight temperature.
You should see a doctor.
Don't believe me. I'm off home now. I've been interfering far too long in any case.
I didn't mean to chase you away.
See you at the first night. Keep it up.
See you, Howard.
Hi, Howard. All right, let's do it again. Have another look.
Good evening. There is a seat for me, courtesy of Miss Dunbar. Her name is Bentinck. Yes, thank you.
got here. We were worried about you. Well, like it? It's fabulous. And the word is the critics are going behind this one. Howard Murray is in. We can't stop now. I've got a few things to tie up, but we must meet later.
Okay. Christ, you gave me a shock. Did you hear the applause out there?
Howard's here.
Come in, come in.
Apparently your friend Bentic made it too. Did you see him? Stony-faced throughout. But I think he liked it.
You won me round completely. An excellent performance, Bert.
Well, Celia's show, really. She did wonders with it.
You discovered quite a few things that I simply hadn't realized were in the script at all.
Well, Celia and I are just going down to the Stag's Head for a few drinks. You coming?
Run on ahead, I just want to catch Angela.
See you there, then.
Martin! Only one criticism. You need to take a few more fencing lessons.
Yes, I probably do. Not from you, though.
Turn!
Hit somebody.
It wasn't a fight. It's just an old wound that's opened up, so it's of no importance. It looks bad.
Let's open his shirt. Give us a bit of rum. Let me. Okay. Was it an operation wound?
It's probably best that it did open up. Gets rid of the infection. Cleans it out. The only problem is, it leaves a bit of a scar when that happens. A blot on the body, beautiful.
Said I'd join the others for a drink at the Stag's Head.
Gracious, you can't go there. They're calling for a taxi.
I don't feel bad. In fact, I feel better than I have for weeks.
All the same, you should really go to hospital.
Mr. Murray!
Thank you very much. No, really, honestly, thank you very much.
Taxi!
Good night, was it?
Yes. A great success.
Oh! 'Tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door, but 'tis enough.